Hello chat, how we going? How are we all on this splendid evening? I have still not uploaded the short. I suck at my job. I have the short ready. I need to edit. I just need to export it, but stream had to start, so here we are. How are we all? Run from what? I fought some fearsome people in my life. I don't need to run from anything. So, how are we all today? I need to tweet out that I be live. You fine? Oh, I'm doing alright. How you doing, Jack? Shall I go to the... I hope this works. If you're not familiar, if you weren't there for the Twitch stream, that didn't go so well. How we going? I said that already. I say how we going a lot. Have you noticed that? Probably. Let's music down. God, it's loud. But yeah, the the Twitch stream kind of died a very slow and painful death, where everything stopped working one after the other. It was kind of impressive, honestly. But if you don't... Yeah, there was a conspiracy going around that Nijisanji attacked my computer. Let me just do this. Yeah, so if you're not on the Twitters, on the Bird app, first of all, congratulations. You've won at life. You've succeeded. Never get a Twitter account. It just makes you angry. But second of all, I got some new RAM, and I naively decided to just, I figure it's RAM. It's like the easiest thing to upgrade in a system. So I was like, I'll just chuck it in before stream. So I did, and it turned out one of the sticks was dead. And so what I didn't know about bad RAM is that because of it being randomly accessed memory, it doesn't just kill your PC. It like Thanos snaps random applications occasionally. So midstream, like my chat died, and then my alerts died, and then my sound alerts died, and then it was just like a very slow, painful demise. But we're here. I took out my new RAM. I've sent it back to Amazon. They've refunded me. I'm just gonna go get some new ones at the shop, like a real person. So I also have the short ready, kind of. It's in my editing software right now. I'm looking at it. I've got all the subtitles and everything done. I've not checked it yet, so there's a good chance there's a lot of issues. And I'm debating whether to just get on with the stream or like export this short and show it to you guys. I'm not entirely sure what do you want to do? Morning. How you going, Drake? Hey Cypher, hey Shadow. Because I could, I don't know, live edit first, like folks. See, my problem is that was kind of part of the reason I got more RAM, is so that if I decided to edit live, my PC wouldn't explode. Because I'm gonna just show you. All right, we'll do a little test chat. Are you ready for everything to break? Are you ready? Are you ready for everything to break? Do you want to see a stream break in real time? Because if I do this and I add this to my render queue, if I hit render, there's a solid to fair chance that everything's just going to explode. If so, thank you for coming today. I'm glad you could show up for my shortest stream of all time. Oh god, this is gonna suck. There we go. Hey, maybe my PC will pull through. You don't know. My PC isn't bad. I do want to upgrade, but like, I'm waiting until I get to Scotland. And then I can just steal it off someone. Because theft isn't illegal in Scotland. It seems to be doing okay. Are we okay? Chat, status check. Roll call. Can everyone just report in? Is everyone okay? Are you safe? Are you hurt? We good? I think we're good. My PC is built different. Built correctly. Good reporting in chat. I'm glad you're all okay. Okay. I think this short is ready. I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. Every time I make a short, I have to spend like an extra 5-10 minutes editing it afterwards because I fuck up inevitably. One day, yeah. Okay, this might get a little bit too real. Do you ever just like wonder why you're so shit at everything? Like, why can I never just do shit and have it work first time? Why do I always have to fuck up like 5 times before I get something right? Like, you think after doing this for so long, I'd be like, yeah, I'm confident. I know what I'm doing. No. I suck. Let's just, really quickly. Okay. Let me see if I can bring this up for you guys really quickly. If we transition over here. Oh god, how am I going to show this to you people? I guess I could upload it first and we could watch it in the upload. Let's just keep the music going. So yeah, we have news to talk about. The truth is, none of us know what we're doing. Yeah, I don't know. I know that everybody has the sort of the imposter syndrome and whatnot, but yo, Anonymous, thank you for the $1 donation.
I had to go outside twice today. Dude. First to get groceries, then to get a kebab because all the grocery stores in a 3 km radius were closed even though their website said we're open on Sundays.
You had to go outside. Ugh. I've not touched grass in my life. Let me just upload this and then we can watch it in the that might actually be the weirdly that might be the easiest way to do this, is to actually just upload it and then fuck, I need to put all my sources in and shit. God, I hate uploading videos. Why is there so much shit I need to do? That is an Aussie TTS. I guess we could just jump into this really quick and then I can... What do we want to talk about first, chat? Is there any... Oh, why is Photoshop still open? Get rid of that. Is there anything we want to talk about first? Yuzu? I do have Yuzu in here. Yo, Microwave,
Should
thank
I
you for
forget
the
to fill in
donation.
my name?
Your name's there, Microwave, don't you worry. I know who it is. How am I supposed to know what happened? You're here to tell me. You know, you make a good point, but I was just asking for your opinion. I mean, okay, so we could... I think probably the biggest... I have not received any new... Actually, I haven't checked. I haven't checked in a while. Maybe I should check. Oh, you forgot to put your name in the last donation. Okay, that makes sense. But no, I haven't got any Niji strikes. So we could talk about EIEN, which debuted recently, which I'm kind of hoping I might be able to raid into one of their members at the end of the stream. I don't know if they have raiding enabled. I hope they do, because God, you know, it's been a rough time trying to find people to raid. Sorry, I do be working. So yeah, one of the big stories I guess from last week are Sinder's whole like the whole metal CPR cover that happened. Let's talk about something nice before anything bad. Okay, we could talk about... I kind of want to... Okay. What's nice except for the EIEN? Because we could talk about the EIEN, but I don't want to talk about the EIEN and then jump into like a fucking... I kind of want to leave EIEN for like later because it's kind of cool. I like their debuts, and I'd like to leave it for last. So we could look at Yuzu's new yeah. Oh yeah, we could look at the HoloMyth. Yo, Microwave, thank you for the...
Also, if you need, I have an HD picture of Yuzu's new model for the tier lists.
Oh, that could be helpful actually. Hang on, let me see if I can find this real quick. Let's look up Yuzu's new model. Let us timestamp that as well. Like good streamer. Me Penumbra, me do stream. I do stream well. I'm a professional. I've yet to fail at my job once. But yeah, so if you're not familiar, HoloMyth is basically all getting 3D models. And the cool thing about that isn't just the 3D models, it's the they get included in hologra as well. So if you don't know what hologra is, let me just I'll look up Kiara's, because Kiara's had probably one of my favorite moments. You know the Subaru, because they're in Japan, right? That's why they're getting 3D models. That's why they can do all this stuff. Let me just bring this up really quick. I probably have the BGM here as well. Never mind. So because they're in Japan, they're having a lot of like off collabs with their senpais and whatnot. So we get a lot of moments like this. Where is it? Where is it? Someone timestamped. Some Chad timestamped it in the comments. As per usual, there's always a Chad. It was like 44 minutes in. Yeah, this one. So, you haven't missed anything yet, Rivets. We're just starting with some HoloMyth debuts. So, if you know that you've probably seen this GIF. That GIF went beyond the hololive fandom, honestly. See if I can find it for you really quick. But I assume I assume you've seen it before. The Suba dance. Even if you didn't know it was hololive, you've probably seen it because it's just that like out there. Yeah, the Suba dance. I could probably just type in Suba dance and it'll come up. It's the problem is it goes along to Hey Ya, and Hey Ya will definitely get me copyright bonked, which is why they didn't play it there. Yeah, but just, if I mute this, we should be fine. If you've seen that, or the fucking duck, yeah, the Shuba Shuba, this one, it went way out of the it went way out of the hololive sphere. So the thing that surprised me, honestly, which it shouldn't surprise me because Kiara, you know, she's obviously an idol. It's just how well she did the how well she did the little steps. Like, because I know if I tried that, I'd fucking fall on my face, right? Sasuga idol Sama. So yeah, and then so Ina's was technically last week, I think. But there was the Kali 3D debut as well. Here. If it wants to play.
Hydrate up. Thanks, Watson. This will definitely keep me hydrated. Not like I just had a ton of coffee before this or anything, but here we go.
Oh, this.
Kanpai shimashou. Are you guys ready? You ready for cheers, everyone? Everyone at home?
I'm not drinking today.
What can I say?
I'm being a responsible swimmer today.
All right. Well, let's cheers.
Hey, Riifu. There you go. You're on the thumbnail. Congrats. You've made it. Chat's never nice, but don't worry about that. That's just how chat is. Yeah, I think you're streaming. I think you're streaming later, right? You scheduled like 7 streams in advance, so that's way too... You're a better streamer than I am already. I stream my streams an hour in advance, if my chat's lucky. Yeah, you should be preparing right now. Although, to be fair, how much you have to prepare? You've scheduled it already. I have to scramble to prepare for my streams because I don't prepare shit. Nothing's ready. I'm like, it'll be like 5 minutes before stream starts. I'm like, ah shit, let's open OBS. Let's get that started. We're gonna wait for Riifu to leave before we start talking shit about our chat. Don't worry. Debut 2.0 is time to talk about the debut, but like, what do I even say? You just talk to chat. Look, chat's a very simple being, right? They see anime girl and they be happy. All you gotta do is talk to them. Me, I gotta insult them because they're a bunch of pricks, and no one's willing to do the necessary job of telling chat to shut the fuck up. Yeah, you are a hive man. It's fine. I'm a part of chat, technically speaking. 99% of my life, I'm part of chat. It's just these occasional moments where I'm not. You don't hate Scottish people as a whole, just me. Alright, that's... You gotta go prepare? No worries. Have fun preparationing. So, do you want to watch the Ina one as well? I actually haven't seen the Ina one. Where? Oh wait, no. Ina was the cameraman during Callie's thing. I didn't realize that. Did you know that, chat? Did you know that Ina was the What did you do? You're a part of chat. You're to blame for chat's crimes. It's like a common. It's you know in school when they did like blanket punishments, right? Where like one person fucked up and the entire class like lost out on privileges for some reason. It's basically that.
A little longer, but. Good.
Oh yeah, wait. There was a thing I saw on Reddit. I think Lamy appears at some point and like Ina gives her a hug, but like there's a massive. So Lamy appears, right?
You wanna say your Kikoshokai in English? I'm hololive JP 5th generation.
Where is it? Give me timestamps. Give me them, chads in chat. Where? Hang on. Where is it? Oh god, I can't see it. There was like a moment where she tried to hug Lamy, and apparently Lamy is like a lot shorter. Oh, loud. Yeah. Yeah, so where is it? It's gotta be around here somewhere. I can't find it. I don't know where it is. Anyway, yeah. So basically, I think what happened is like Ina is actually Ina's pretty tall. I think from what I've heard, is that but their models. Yeah, there we go. So I think Ina's like pretty tall IRL, and Lamy's very short, but like their models are similar sized. So when Ina had to hug her IRL, she had to bend down a lot, but from a model perspective, it kind of looks like she's just having a fun time. I think there's a few holomemes like that where like their model height is just so much different from their IRL height. It's you see it sometimes with like head pats when like someone tries to head pat another member, and it's just they end up putting their hand like in their mouth. Yeah, she's going to town. She's having a fun time. Don't worry about it. Don't question what the HoloLive members do in their spare time. All right. And then there was the. I guess we can also look at the fauna truck clip because this is maybe the funniest clip I've seen in a while. I don't know if you guys saw this.
Quiet. Oh, these roads are too windy. You want to go to McDonald's?
Copy this as well.
When we have a barrel full of fresh fish in the back, you want to go to McDonald's? Really? Seriously?
Okay.
I can't believe you would even ask me that. We're listening to Beethoven's whole symphony. It's 23 minutes long.
Yeah, so...
We have plums. Listen. Mommy's been pocketing.
So Fauna... You know what's something about Fauna, right? She plays the like Midwestern middle-aged dad surprisingly well. It's kind of funny. I don't know why that's like the aesthetic she goes for, but I'm here for it.
Acid.
But I need to turn off my music.
If you're good.
So I don't know how you do this to a truck physically. Like from a physics perspective, I don't know quite how this happens. Like from a barrier, I don't know. I couldn't explain this shit to you if I tried. But the fucking music in the background, like the classical Beethoven music. Yeah, Beethoven woke up from his death just to drop this banger. What a chad. What a clip. I think Beethoven's music is copyright free. I'd hope so. If I get fucking copyright struck by Beethoven in the year 2023, I am going to throw hands with whoever his like latest descendant is. I will find them and I will square up to them. Actually, fuck it. I'll dig him up myself. I will find where he's buried. He's probably under locked guard, but I will find him and I will throw his skeleton into the sea. Yeah, but I know he's been dead for 70 years, but the thing about YouTube is someone could legit claim to be Beethoven and like claim a video, and YouTube would just be like, oh, sorry, Mr. Beethoven, yeah, here you go, here's your copyright claim. Because YouTube's copyright system has 0 fucking checks. I just love how, like, overly dramatic this clip is. Anyway, so that was it. HoloMyth is having, just in general... Oh yeah, there was the Kali thing as well. I couldn't actually find a clip of this. I'm not sure if it's because the... Let me get my music back. I'm not sure if it's because the... hang on. Because the thing is like under license or whatnot, but Kali performed at the Apex tournament. At an Apex tournament about the I did not see. Oh, Didus like Emily's boyfriend Didus, or like that's probably not how you should define someone. Defining someone as just the boyfriend of someone else is a bit weird, but like just, you know, Joey friend Didus. Shit anime tasted Didus, you know who I meant. So yeah, there was a story about the white screen. Man. Yeah, I didn't. But yeah, so Mori was a guest for the Apex Legends anniversary celebration, which I thought was pretty cool. I haven't seen a clip of it, but I've heard it was good. I looked for a clip of it. I could find a few, but I couldn't really find one like proper one. But there was a tweet that went out about it from the HoloMyth. The you know, I have to add Twitter at the end of my Google search to find it. No. Come on, Google API, give me my shit. Talk about the get by with bad Riifu taste. That is him, yeah. The bro, that video, off topic, but that video of like Joey and Didus just dunking on Emily for like a solid. It was like a solid just 20 minutes of them just dunking on her and her taste. It was great. I enjoyed it. If you haven't seen that video, I'd highly recommend it. I think it's on Emrichu's channel. What's discussed so far? We've just talked about the HoloMyth debuts and Farah crashing a truck, which was funny. Does Emily not get dunked on taste for everything? Yeah, that's true. I think it's just because she has like objective, like incorrect taste. You know? I do this. Sorry, I'm also like, if you're wondering why I'm like pausing so often, it's because I'm also like putting in the sources into my short and like trying to multitask, but I never quite learned how to multitask. So my version of multitasking is just doing one thing and then switching to the other thing and doing that and then switching back and trying to do that quick enough that nobody notices, but it's it doesn't really work a lot of the time because I'm kind of dumb. I don't know if you've noticed that. I don't know if anyone caught on to that, but I'm kind of a moron. Hey Domo, how you going? Yeah, I didn't see it during the event, unfortunately. Down to Earth for a moon man. Yeah, well, someone's gotta be. I might be on the moon, but most VTubers are in fucking deep space at this point. I do also want to fight Beethoven. Bro, can you imagine the views that fight would get? You know how there was the whole like Logan Paul shit a while back where they're like, this YouTuber's fighting this YouTuber over dumb drama? Can you imagine if I squared up with Beethoven's like decayed corpse? The views that would get for the 30 seconds before it got struck by someone. Just think of the clicks, man. Think of the AdSense. Think of how viral it would go. Oh yeah, I did see Numi getting killed by an AI as well. Lose harder than Justin Bieber? What? Like, what? Oh, that fucking the ERB. ERB is goated. Don't you think that if you say ERB is old, what does that make me? Am I just fucking decrepit? Like, ERB is not that old, okay? ERB is still relevant. It is still... Okay, I'm not gonna say it's new, but it's relevant enough, alright? Let's find it really quick. Wait, is the tweet gone? Hold up. I'm not a boomer. You have the full thing on YouTube? Yeah, but I probably can't watch it because, you know, YouTube's policy on anything fun is basically just no. Is this going to play audio? It won't. Okay, cool, thank you. So I know, normally I have my short out by now, so I'm kind of paranoid that if I don't get it out by now, people are going to be like, we're number late. You people fucking keep dunking on me being late. It's giving me a complex. You've legitimately given me a complex. Are you happy with yourself? Yeah, it's 11. Wait, no shot. Hang on, shut up. Shut the fuck up. You're lying to me. You're lying to me right now. You're actually lying in my chat, and I don't allow lies in my chat. There is no fucking way in a million years that epic rap battle is. Nah. Shut up, chat. Shut the fuck up. Cease. Hang on. Beethoven versus Justin Bieber. It's 11 years old? I'm dying. Oh, I can feel my flesh withering away. Oh, I can... Oh, I you know that gif of fucking Matt Damon just aging rapidly? Oh, no. This is so sad, bros. Can we hit 200 likes? Like this if you cry every time, bros. How old were you when you realized that Beethoven was kill? I was at home eating Dorito. That's still a banger meme. I don't know how it... That's my style of humor. Look at this shit. It's 11 years old. Who let that happen? Someone call Crony for me. Can someone call Crony for me and just ask her, like, what the fuck? Just that. Just what the fuck, Crony? Come on now. So, what do we... Okay. Here's the possible next discussions. We could talk about the false ID copyright situation, or I guess we could do the Sinder CPR shenanigans that happened. Choose your fighter, chat. They're both kind of trash. Not the VTubers, obviously, the situation. We also get Yuzu's Twitch really quick. I mean, we can look at Yuzu's debut first. That's a nice little thing. It's a nice little break. Hang on. Let's look at Yuzu's 2.0 debut.
Yeah, I have to do it at least once a year, I guess. Impossible. You guys want to see something?
I should timestamp that as well. Oh my god, we have too many BGMs. Cool. We have too much music. It's hurting my brain.
Something cool.
Welcome to the Walking Cane Club, Moon Boy.
This.
Yeah, thank you for the super chat.
Hold on.
Hang on, crowd. Hang on, sorry, I'm trying to timestamp. But yeah, so Yuzu got her a new model, which is kind of. Oh, so she was apparently trying to be PG.
My toggles. Oh god.
Now, one thing is, did she get buffed or am I tripping? Can we confirm? Like, can we confirm? She got buffed, right? No, that's a new model. Hang on. Oh, why did I always think she was flat as fuck? I don't know why. She's like one of those, it's like, you know the Mandela effect where like everyone just sort of like thinks that something's different, and then you look back and you're like, oh no, it never was. I don't know why I thought she was flat. I get unrealistic anime proportions. You may not look like it, but this is peak moth form. Because she is IRL, yeah, that would do it, I guess. But yeah, so she got a buff. Just VTubers and clothes. Name 2 concepts that hate each other more than VTubers and covering clothes. I'm not complaining. You're not complaining. They're not complaining. But like, if it gets cold, you're fucked. And you're a moth, so... I don't think moths do well in the cold, although I'm not actually that sure. She loses more clothes with every new outfit. Yeah, eventually she's just gonna debut like in the nude. I mean, she could do like a moth persona where she debuts with like fur. You know how moths are like furry? Could do that. I'm not sure. I mean, okay, let's be honest. Most of her fans are probably furries already. Most VTuber fans are furries anyway. Like video games taking more and more cloth off girl armor as you get stronger. Yeah, that is true. There's like a thing in video games, like as guys get stronger, their armor gets like more spiky, and you get like cool red like drawing bits on it, and it just looks cool and more demonic. The more powerful female armor it's just less armor. It's just at the end of it, you're just wearing like tassels, and that's it. Bonjour for France. Hey, oh god, Osoroshi? Hope I didn't butcher that. I was watching shorts but didn't know I wasn't subscribed. It's fine. You're probably better off for it, let's be honest with ourselves. Subscribing to me is known scientifically to decrease your happiness in life by a solid 20%. Okay. Do we want to do this? And I need to fill out my survey. Do that. I always just do the same survey on my Twitter, my YouTube suitability. Although this short is probably going to get demonetized. Oh. Bros. I haven't even uploaded the short yet. It's already... This is so sad, bros. The new short is here. Unfortunately, YouTube seems to not like it very much. I'm not sure exactly what. Looks like you're uploading a short. That I am, YouTube. That I am. We'll upload it as private first. I hope I'm not like revealing anything I shouldn't be, but hey, it's probably fine. What exactly got hit? Nah, it wasn't a copyright. It was something about it. I don't know if it was me swearing. Did I say fuck in the first 8 seconds? And let's watch it. Let's see. Here's what happened in VTubing last week. I hate listening to myself. I really do. I truly. About 67. Did I say fuck in the first 8 seconds?
Had a big week.
No.
3 out of the 5 3D debuts are now done, and with them we got quite a few guest appearances from members of the JP branch. Callie.
Oh, so yeah, if you see any like errors in the subtitle, I haven't checked this yet, so if you see any errors, please do let me know, and don't let me upload it like a moron.
Performed live at the Apex Legends anniversary celebration, and outside of Myth, Fauna somehow managed to do this to a truck. In Nijisanji news, we have absolutely no negative stories today. False has been hit with 2 copyright strikes from Niji, and I don't really want to die today. Cinder released her metal cover of CPR, and because we're not allowed to have nice things on the internet, a lot of people got just unnecessarily mad about it. Yuzu got her new model, which looks sick, and Vienna left Cloud9 after 3 years. vshojo and Makeship are teaming up to make some official plushies that I'm sure will be adorable.
I wonder what it is. The problem is it could literally be anything. It could be Yuzu's model, it could be the EIEN girls, it could be
the debut of a brand new
anyone.
VTuber agency with EIEN Project, featuring an orca. Yes, she is. Shut up. The one who's definitely.
I don't think I even swore.
Twitter jail. The one that will probably end up losing what remains of her sanity, and the oh god, she's Scottish.
Wait, did I? Hang on. Sorry, I have shorts on auto scroll. Did I swear at all? Wait. Is that why I got bonked? Did I not wait? Did I not swear at all in that short? Is that why I got bonked? Did YouTube be like, hey man, you didn't say fuck a single time on your short. Is everything okay? What? So the one time I don't swear, YouTube is like, nah. No. You can't upload that. You didn't say fuck. What's wrong with you? What? This fucking platform, man. It hates me. It could be any of the outfits, honestly. It's it could be I don't want to die today. I'm deviating from my established character. That could be it. I mean, we could just upload it. I think the problem is that when your ads get limited, you like the short just dies. You do not get any fucking reach on it. It's unfortunate, but it is the way that YouTube works. Like my least viewed short ever is the Case on one because it got bonked for her having a bikini on. New rule, no swearing in the first 8 seconds, only swearing at, yeah, you have to swear once after 8 seconds or you, yeah, so if you get demonetized, your short kind of dies. But at this point, I kind of don't care. I'm kind of done. Fuck it, whatever. I could request review for the memes. I don't think anyone from YouTube is going to watch this and be like, yeah, this is advertiser friendly. You upload it with, I can't be fucking bothered. Who gives a shit? Who cares? Let's be honest. What? I just need to add. Oh, I need to add the. I guess this means I don't really need to care about like how accurate everything is. That's a positive, right? Like, you slap your face over it. Takes like 5 seconds to do. I know, but I don't know what. Like, I don't know what part of it is wrong. You know, like I don't know what. Like, what part of this is... Last week in about 60 seconds. HoloMyth has had a big week. 3 out of the 5 3D debuts are now done, and with them, like, quite a few guest okay, so it's definitely not this.
The JP branch.
And let's do a little bit of detective work here, chat. It definitely wasn't this.
Anniversary celebration, and outside of Myth, Fauna somehow managed to do this to a truck.
It's not... Okay, I think we're fine up to this point.
Nijisanji News, we have absolutely no negative stories today.
Like my VTuber overview is one of the best overviews. This I got this off like Streamspell. This isn't even custom. I got it. I could probably actually. Do you guys want to see behind the curtain? Actually, I'll do it after.
This has been hit with 2 copyright.
I'll do it afterwards. I'll do a little peel behind the curtain.
Her metal cover of CPR, and because we're not allowed to have nice things.
It wasn't this.
A lot of people got just.
It could be Sinder. It could be just slap my face over every chest.
Unnecessarily mad about it. Yuzu got her new model.
This could be it. I will admit this. There's a strong possibility. It's a strong possibility. Yuzu's new model is not.
Left Cloud9 after 3 years.
Appreciated.
vshojo and Makeship are teaming up to make some official plushies that I'm sure will be adorable.
Nothing else really. Like Zen, maybe.
Reverse subathon. Finally, we got the debut of a brand new English VTuber agency with EIEN Project, featuring an orca. Yes, she is. Shut up. The one who's definitely going to get sent to Twitter jail. The one that will probably end up losing what remains of her sanity, and the.
It could also be Sky.
Oh god, she's.
And it could also be Riifu. Look, there is like. Cleavage for days in this video. I'm not fucking censoring it. Fuck it, whatever. This actually okay. I'm gonna inhale some copium right now. I'm just gonna do this as a test because I know that like getting demonetized kills normal videos and it does kill shorts in my experience. But we're just gonna the only time it's killed a short in my experience is when I flagged it personally as being demonetized, right? So I'm gonna upload it as it is with the flag, and I'm just gonna see like how it does to the performance. It'll be a little science experiment, chat. Especially because next week I wanted to have the indie VTuber experience vid out this weekend, but then my computer exploded and that kind of put a bit of a damper on those plans. I will admit it's kind of hard to edit a video when your RAM doesn't work. So let me just put the rest of the info in here. Sorry, I need to like I need to add the like sources. I always, by the way, I do get comments sometimes in my shorts that are like, hey, what's the song? Hey, what can you link that clip? Hey, all my sources are always in, well, not always. I started doing it like a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago. But they tend to be in the description. So if you're ever wondering like, hey, whose channel is that? Hey, who's this person? They're in chronological order in the description. So there you go. You don't need to bitch at me anymore. Along with the song is there as well. Then Treya is also live, which means when I opened up her Twitch account, it just went straight to her stream. Yeah, well, you definitely get less views on flagged videos, but it'll be interesting to see just how much less views, you know? I do know that you can re-upload it. I mean, do you want to try? We could try just re-uploading it and seeing if it gets flagged again. Because that has worked before in the past, where you re-upload it and it gets around the automatic system. Do you want to try? 9. We can try this really quick. I've had that work before, where like, just by re-uploading it, it somehow bypasses whatever the fucking filter is. Let's try it. Fuck it, why not? What do we have to lose, chat? We have time. None of us have jobs anyway. We're almost like an hour into this and I haven't done my job yet, which is fine. Do that. Do that. Wait, is it maybe because the oh, it might be. So I used to have a good like YouTube rating. So if you don't know, if you're not a content creator on YouTube, YouTube gives you like a fucking credit score where it basically says, hey, you normally tell the truth about your content. We trust you. And if you get one video like demonetized after you said it was good, YouTube is like, no, you're obviously lying scum. Fuck you. So I used to have good score with them where they would just trust me when I why is my chat broken? Where like it would just trust me when I uploaded it, and then now I had like one video get demonetized and they were like, nope, fuck you. You're obviously lying to us. Okay, there we go. We have another upload. Let's see if that gets around the censorship. If it does, I will kind of laugh. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be kind of. So no, yeah. Did anyone see any issues with the subtitles or anything? It's a bit late to last week. It's a bit late to edit it at this point, I think, but whatever. What fucking BGM did I use for this? God, I'm all over the place today. I've slept in. If you're wondering why I'm all over the place, it's because I think it was by Helen, right? Yeah. If you're wondering why I'm all over the place, it's because I stream at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I'm just so tired I fall asleep by mistake. It's a problem. I can't wait to move back to Scotland, if only because then I'll be able to stream at like normal times. You think the false part might be flagged as fuck? No, because I say fuck all the time in my shorts. This is the only time I've never sworn in one of my shorts, and it's the only one that's ever been flagged. I don't know. I don't understand. YouTube confuses me. Especially because, right, like, okay, here's another thing that annoys me. This has just turned into me bitching about YouTube, but whatever. When isn't it? I was on my shorts feed the other day, and I came across this video of like a video game and someone watching a video game where like someone got put in like a meat blender and like blended up, and it had like millions of views, and apparently YouTube was like, yes, that is okay, don't you worry yourself. But like you show a little bit of cleavage and they're like, think again, fuckface. Is that Booba in my PG-13 stream? Not allowed. So like, there's a bunch of things it could be. I'm not gonna fucking sit here and like, I'm not gonna sit here and try and suss out what the fuck it was. I don't really care that much. It's not a big deal. Let me find. I guess I can point the EIEN thing back to just the tweet about their debuts. Let's see. Add that. Socials are there. I'll have to upload it to TikTok, but honestly, I don't really care about TikTok. Talk about the short I'm about to post. Yeah, well, so the short I'm about to post got flagged. Oh no, the re-upload got flagged as well. This is so sad, bros. This is so sad. Like this if you cry every time. I don't know. YouTube refuses to like tell you. You'd think, right, like, given that it's an automated system, they could be like, hey, we detected something at 32 seconds in, right? And then you could be like, oh, sorry, I'll change it. Don't you worry your pretty little head, YouTube. Upload a second version with a censorship on the Yuzu cleavage. Do you think that's it? Do you want to just shove my fucking face on it? Do you think that'd be funny? Huh? Let me find a PNG of myself really quick. What face should I make for censoring Booba chat? Hang on, let me we're doing a live capture chat. We're gonna make a face. What face would you make if you were censoring Booba chat? What you think, smug? I mean, we could also do happy, like. I mean, I do have a blush emote. How do I screenshot this? Like this. I mean, I guess I could also do it in VTube Studio itself instead of. Yeah, that's honestly smarter. How do you... I forget how you take a picture in VTube Studio. I think it's over here somewhere, right? Is it? It's probably... Well, it'll probably dox me. That's not. Where does the screenshot go? Oh, it went into the right folder anyway. Man. Let's minimize that. We're getting around the YouTube copyright system, or the YouTube demonetization system in real time, chat. This is what we all came to see. Now let's go back to here. And I will recenter. I'm probably gonna have to open up Photoshop, haven't I? Yeah. YouTuber got a channel cancelled out of nowhere just for using his OG sexy manga anime girl character for his crowding campaign. YouTube is... I don't know. Why is... Oh god. For some reason, Photoshop alone kills my PC. I can play like heavy games, I can do a bunch of shit on this PC and it's fine. But the moment I open up Photoshop, my PC's like, not in this house, fucko. I don't know why. There we go. Do this. Why is it in as the background? Where's my background? Why do I still not know how to use fucking Photoshop? I still don't know how to use Photoshop, guys. The real problem, honestly. You think I would at this point? You think I know how to use Photoshop at this point, considering I use it for like all of my thumbnails, but I really don't. I really truly don't. Give Photoshop more RAM usage. Well, that is the issue, is RAM. But you guys know what happened when I tried to put more fucking RAM in my PC. It's the fucking artboard thing, I think. How the fuck do you change the artboard background color again? Oh, why is this so annoying? Some programs are just a bit weird. And where's... Oh, there we go. I did it. Chat, I'm amazing. I'm the best there ever was. To catch them is my real test. I'm amazing, chat. No need to applaud all at once. You just do that. Do that. I'm just sorry. I'm just masking. I'm like cutting out. Like that. Live Photoshop. Actually, I could probably show you the Photoshop screen, but then who knows what could happen. The world could explode. I could die a slow, painful death. There we go. I cut out my head, chat. I cut it off. No head anymore. No head for anyone in chat. Head is forbidden. Head is disallowed in this community now. There's no more head. Okay. I'm just gonna shove my face on fucking every single pair of tits in this video. Where did I export that to? Okay, here's another issue I have with myself and who I am as a person. Every time I export something, like every time I export an image, I'll hit export and then I'll forget immediately where the fuck it went. It's like, you know when you save like a document or something and you're like, where the fuck did I just put that? It's that. It's... Okay, we're gonna have to re-render the video and everything. God. No head. No, Windows, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna call this nohead.png. So no head Marie Antoinette. You don't have to do my girl Marie like that. Okay, so who do we need to put my head on top of? Here, let's put it on top of Sinder, because you never know. You never know. It could be Sinder. Watch, I'll do this, and then it'll still be like, no, that wasn't the issue. Actually, you fucking moron. And then I'll never know. I'll never know what the fucking issue was, because YouTube will refuse to tell me. Put it on false for the memes. Okay, I do think you're probably not wrong in your suspicion that it might be Yuzu. That's a very, I think, fair suspicion, because yeah, Yuzu's new model do kind of be well done. This is what happens when you let Yuzu buff herself. I've never had an issue with Yuzu's model before. The moment she gets buffed, and I start having issues. This is why you don't let... Big fan of the new overlay? Thank you. I like it as well. Again, oh yeah, I was going to give you guys a peek behind the curtain. I'll do that in a minute. This is why you don't let anime girls buff themselves. This is why medium is premium. Because medium never gets me fucking banned on YouTube. Okay. Yuzu got her new model. There we go, that's working. Sorry, I'm in my editing software right now. The problem is with this editing software is the moment you enter, and I'm gonna have to slide right, left, 20. I guess we do 14. He's out. Yeah, and I left. Oh, hang on. Let me just go back. Like that. And like that. And then sorry, I'm editing, chat. I'm an artiste. I do art. That's fine, like that, and like that. Sorry, I'm focusing. I'm dialed in. Is that worked? That has worked. Okay. Crowd, thank you for the super chat. Why did that not show up? Why did I not get an alert? Hello, YouTube, please. Adding one on false would be good for the memes. I don't know where to add it though, because he has literally no skin. Yeah, look, I didn't know what to call top super chatter, or I did, but top super chatter is like way too big, so I just say top superer. Put 2 on false. Like his nipples. I'll just get me banned again. That just defeats the purpose. It could be Zen. Okay, I mean, but it could also be okay. Hang on. I mean, we could try uploading this and seeing if it works. I've put it on Yuzu and I've put it on Sinder. Do you think that'll be enough, chat? What's your thoughts? Yuzu got her new. Isn't that a role model? No, so Yuzu got a new model and now I'm having issues because I've shown Sinder before. It's either, I feel like it's either Yuzu or it's the EIEN girls. Specifically 2 of them. Because 2 of them aren't super, don't have many issues, I'm gonna be honest. Sky and Riifu might, it could be Zen. No, I don't think Zen. I mean, I have a whole short on Zen and that's not been flagged, so who the fuck? Let me just refresh YouTube really quick and make sure they haven't like decided it's... Nope. Okay. I know. Cut the video and look, I'm not gonna go through that much effort. If it doesn't work, I'll just upload the original one with no ads. And you know, YouTube will probably fucking kill it, but who cares really? Render this again. Sorry that this is kind of went off the rails into just complete, you know, random me editing videos territory. To be fair, there isn't a huge amount of news this week. There's the EIEN debuts, there's the Sinder stuff, the false stuff, but that's about it. There's not a huge amount of like drama outside of those things. Good exercise, yeah, it's not bad to know. Yeah, well, see, I've shown them on stream before and I've not got bonked. And I've shown them in shorts before. Oh, I should probably get rid of the blush. I don't need to be blushing for you people. I've shown them like in shorts before. I mean, I have like entire shorts around like fucking, like my Hime short. Okay, here's the thing. My Hime short, you know, my Hime Hajime short. If you know who Hime is, you know what I'm getting at. That's not demonetized. So like, what the fuck, YouTube? A little bit of consistency, please. Alright, do we want to get into the false thing? Quickly. Whilst we wait for this to like upload and everything. Oh yeah, I did. I forgot. I put the Bible over her. I was smart back then. I've lost a few brain cells since then. I forgot I put the Bible over that. Okay, so the false situation. If you don't know, there's not a huge amount to talk about. I can just bring out the... Where's my... There we go. Save pulpy oranges. Let me just get rid of this and I will show, I'll bring up False's Twitter. So yeah, if you're not familiar with the sort of the situation that's been going on, essentially, Nijisanji has been sort of, hang on, I should probably I should probably copy strike myself. Nijisanji has been striking sort of news channels, or specifically they've been striking False and Kyo at this point. basically using copyright. What they're saying, like the reason they're using is that because they have their talent's face in the thumbnail, they're flagging it on like you know, copyright grounds, which we got into the legit, like whether that's valid legally last time, but last time it was happening to Q, and this time it's happening to false. So let me just do this really. Yeah, well, the censored version is now uploaded. We'll see. We'll have to see if that works.
The nipple arc starts now.
There we go. That is such a delayed fucking alert. That happened like 10 minutes ago. YouTube, come on, please. I know I just uploaded a demonetized video. You don't have to take away my super chat privileges. But so yeah, if you're not familiar, again, people aren't happy about it. Although some people are happy about it, because some people are very just do not like news channels at all. We went over this last time with Reddit is just very heavily against like False and Q and me. Well, they're not really against me. They don't really know I exist, thankfully. Although the one time I asked the question, they didn't like me very much. But so here's False's channel. So he did the he posted a video about it, which might honestly just be easier to just go to his video and show you what he said.
This could be the end of things.
So he uploaded sort of like a breaking news kind of thing, I guess, where he you know, it's 1 minute and 40. They seem pretty mad at you. Yeah, well, Reddit just doesn't like news channels at all.
Days after a third strike, the channel could be terminated. We can confirm at this time these strikes came from Nijisanji. This echoing the same actions taken against another VTuber content creator, Kyo, who 9 days ago had 2 copyright strikes against his channel, and then less than 12 hours later, more copyright strikes, no longer allowing him to post videos. He has since submitted counterclaims, and now the question is, will Nijisanji submit even further claims against our channel? To confirm, we have not received any communication from Nijisanji before these copyright claims.
So that's probably one of the big issues that people have, right? Is that like Nijisanji, if they have an issue, right? If they have an issue with the with what False is doing with his content, or with what Q is doing in his content, most people would rather they just like reach out first before like going straight for the immediate like copyright strike fuck you route. Like most people would rather, if they would just like reach out and make it clear like what their issue is, people would have way less of an issue. Okay, so yeah, no, the re-uploaded one also is limited, so it's not the booba. Just FYI. I am legit curious actually what has been flagged. I wish YouTube would tell me. So it's not actually Yuzu's fault. So, you know, she got the blame, she didn't deserve it. Just FYI. Maybe it's like, it might be like Sky or Riifu. Like, fuck it, who cares? Who cares? I'm just going to upload the original one. I don't give a shit anymore. Can't be bothered with this. Are they sending DMCA takedown notices or just YouTube? No, so it's a DMCA takedown, so it's a strike, essentially, which, if you're not familiar with YouTube, a strike is essentially, you have to submit a manual claim saying, yes, I am the person, I want this stricken down, and what happens is, as a creator, you get 3 strikes, right? And if you get your 3rd strike, your channel basically goes on like suspension for 7 days. If you don't get any of the strikes overturned in that time, you basically, your entire channel gets just fucking nuked. You just lose it all. I'm gonna upload this short, and we'll see how it does. I am 100% ready for it to just flop because of demonetization, but we'll see. I am kind of curious why, because the censored version didn't bypass the flag. So whatever it is, it wasn't to do with Booba. Oh, fuck it, whatever. and it's trying to tell me to go back and change it. I'm gonna say no, fuck you. No, I didn't curse. That's the wild thing. Normally I swear like a bitch in all of my shorts, right? But this is the one time that like I didn't swear at all.
Here's what happened in vtuber
and
about 60 seconds.
it was still like,
HoloMyth has had
fuck
a
you.
big week. 3 out of the 5.
Okay, I don't need to hear myself again, thank you. Let me link my. Let me link this. Look, I'm gonna have to open this stream on stream, so I.
Fauna somehow managed to do this to a truck. In Nijisanji news, we have absolutely no negative stories today. False has been hit with 2 copyright strikes from Niji, and I don't really want to die today. Cinder released her metal cover of CPR, and because we're not allowed to have nice things,
I'll upload it on TikTok after the fact. See, that's up now. I'm curious how that's gonna do. It's probably not gonna do well, but anyway, fuck it. Who cares? Not me. That's for sure. I said die. It could be me saying die. I don't know. Fuck it. Who really knows at this point? But anyway, false.
Removed 10 of our videos, citing that the content used was the faces
So,
of the VTubers that we displayed on our thumbnails for those videos.
Again, the big issue that I have, and the big issue that a lot of people have, is that they sort of just struck a lot of videos at once, gave him multiple strikes at once without like reaching out, which, like, obviously it's not the talents, right? The talents have nothing to do with this, but they have spoken to the talents before on Twitter, like they've interacted. So I just don't know why. It's annoying, I think, to me and to a lot of people that, like, even if you don't like False or Q or their content, that Niji just went for like the nuclear option of like, fuck you, you know, demonetized L ratio cope Seath mold, right? It's just unfortunate. And a lot of people aren't super pleased with the direction. I mean, Niji has been taking constant L's recently, but there's not really, again, there's not really much update. It's kind of a very similar situation to Kyo. There's not a huge amount of difference to it. It's just, thankfully, for whatever reason, maybe because he has less videos, I'm not sure. But well, he's been doing this for years, though. He has a ton. But he didn't get 3 strikes immediately, so he isn't losing his channel currently. Although if we look at Q, I don't know if Q is updated, because I feel like he should have hit the 10-day timer now, where he might be able to upload again. Let me see. It doesn't look like it. Oh, he says they should expire around the 1st, so we'll see. Who do you think they go for next? I don't know. Thankfully, most of my content doesn't have thumbnails. Like most of my shorts and shit, they don't use thumbnails. So they just use it's only the streams, but my shorts themselves don't have thumbnails that I can control. So I don't think they could really copyright strike me for that. So if they do, I will be annoyed, because if you don't know, like, you can't control what your thumbnail for your short is, or at least you haven't been able to for a while. You used to be able to, but you can't anymore. So if they strike me for my short thumbnails, I will be very, very peeved. The videos, I'm not entirely sure if my videos will get struck, because again, they're not striking clippers. I haven't heard any news of like clippers being struck. It seems to be purely like news channels, so they seem to be trying to counter, you know, defamation or whatever you want to fucking call it. They seem to be trying to go after news channels that are reporting on their drama. So I don't think they'd go for my videos on Nijisanji, because they're generally pretty positive. And the only thing I'd potentially maybe be an issue is my news streams, but they haven't struck any of Kyo's streams, or well, False doesn't stream his news on YouTube, but I don't know. I should be okay, I think, just because my content is kind of in a different niche. They might not notice it as much, but yeah, but look, we got into a big discussion last time about the legality of it. This is just like an update to show that it's happening to someone else as well, unfortunately. Yeah, they can't find the live tab. The live tab is a mystery to them. Hey Blackett, how you going? Hate if we go for the whole slippery slope argument, but if they can do it based on thumbnails, clips are not safe. Yeah, well, clips are never safe. That's the important thing to realize, is that clips have kind of always existed purely because Niji is like cool with it. Clips definitely don't abide by, even by like American fair use standards, clips aren't cool. They just tend to work because most VTubers are happy to be clipped. But yeah, I mean, Nijisanji has went after clippers before for posting clips or posting titles and shit that they consider to be like misleading and whatnot. So clippers aren't safe. It's just a question of whether Niji is going to actually go after them or not. What else is there? There's the vshojo makeshift plushies, but they kind of popped up in the short. I think you saw them. I can show you the video really quick. Oh, actually, it probably has copyright and music in it, doesn't it? But yeah, vshojo's getting plushies as well, which we haven't seen them yet, but we've seen like little sketches of them. They look pretty cute. But yeah, okay, that was the other thing someone commented when we were watching my short, is that, yeah, Vienna's leaving Cloud9. We'll get to Sinder in a minute. What do we have? We talked about the Zentria going back to her dragon model, or her. Oh yeah, Zen did a reverse donathon. I don't know if you guys saw that, which basically I think was a reverse subathon where like the more people subbed, I think the timer went down, which is kind of based. You're like, yeah, because I don't know how long it lasted, but it was kind of funny. Yeah, well, Niji likes clippers, but if they have went after clippers before because they were like misleading and whatnot. She tweeted how long it lasted, did she? I wasn't able to catch it because Zentria stream. Well, Zentria streams like around now, which is normally when either I'm streaming or I'm asleep. So, did she tweet it out? Because I know, because if you don't know, like she got her dragon model back, which is kind of cool. I like all of Zen. All of Zen's models are kind of cool in their own way. Personally, I'm a big fan of the cyber. I just like swords and shit, man. But all of Zen's models are really fucking cool. Also, scrolling through Zen's Twitter might not be the best idea for my demonetization, but who cares? Lasted 8 hours, yeah. So, so yeah, it's kind of a cool idea, like to do a reverse. I guess if like your goal is to just like raise money for charity and not like stream for like 1 billion hours, it's not a terrible plan. But yeah, like Zen's dragon model is really fucking cool. Zen's tracking in general is just really, really solid. And yeah, let me see if I can find. So we're a bit all over the place. I don't know if timestamps are going to happen this week, just because we're kind of all over the place. I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, so Vienna, you're not wrong. This is what got the short demonetized. Because yeah, I feel like if you're a robot, you probably could. I should probably submit it for. I mean, we could try that. I've never submitted something for. I'm gonna request a review. Actually, am I? I don't think anything happened in it that was like. Yeah, no. I'm gonna request it. Fuck it. Is empty frame on purpose? It is not. Thank you for the reminder. I'm kind of a dumbass. Yeah, no, that was my bad. It was meant to be on. So yeah, so Vienna's been with Cloud9 before for longer than she's been a VTuber. Like, wonder if Vienna's going to continue as a VTuber with another model. Nah, I think C9 will let her keep her model. I would be very shocked if. I'd be surprised. They seem to be parting on good terms. I think Cloud9 retweeted like her tweet and like wished her well and everything. So like I don't think there's like a yeah. Yeah, I reckon they'll probably let her keep her model. I can't imagine they would. That'd be a terrible move, just PR wise. Let me just. me try requesting a review. I'm just gonna see what happens, and see if they get back to me. I mean, I just kind of want to force a YouTube rep to watch my VTuber video. I think that's kind of a funny thing to think about. Some poor YouTube employee is going to have to watch my VTubing last week series and have no fucking clue what's going on. Isn't she getting a 2.0? I think I did see a tweet from her about like announcements or something. No, it's not that. That's her just her simping over. The hardest part about debuts is not leaking it at all. You're allowed to have a profile photo as a treat, so maybe, I don't know, but I think she is maybe getting a new model or a new outfit or something. Who the fuck knows? But anyway, what else is there? Do we want to get into the... I think that's everything except the EIEN and the Sinder stuff. So, wait, it's literally in her name. Am I dumb? Tell me I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb, right? Oh, fuck, I'm dumb. Oh, I'm a moron. I'm very stupid, unfortunately, chat. Unfortunately for you, I'm big dumb. Anyway, so the Sinder stuff. The Sinder stuff is probably the biggest story, apart from EIEN, on kind of opposite ends of the spectrum. The EIEN stuff was really cool. The Sinder stuff was very not cool. So, if you're not familiar, you probably know who Sinder is. I'd be very surprised if you didn't know who Sinder was. That would shock me. However, because you think you have a master's degree. Okay, look, getting a university degree is not proof of you being intelligent. It just proves you can do tests and shit. So Sinder uploaded, I think it's actually her pinned tweet, which is why I can never find it. No, it's not. I think it was her pinned tweet, but actually it's in my short description. I'm just going to go there. Probably the fastest way to find it, honestly. The whole situation is, yeah, like this whole situation was fucking dumb. Let's just so Sinder basically, I'm not going to play it just because I don't know. I don't know what copyright. I can't imagine. I think it will probably be unique. I can play a little bit if you want, but so, if you're not familiar with CPR, CPR is, I think in the VTubing scene, Numi kind of popularized it. Like Numi has a CPR cover. I think it has like over 1 million. Ridiculous number like that. If I look it up, like one of her most viewed videos, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's like 1.4 million views, right? So, yeah, so Numi made CPR kind of popular, at least in the VTubing scene, and I think, yeah, Numi encouraged her to start making music, and, you know, if you notice, like, she's in Numi's 3.0 outfit. This is, if you're not familiar, Numi had a 3.0 debut, and that's, like, her outfit, I'm pretty sure, just color swapped, I think, to red instead of purple. So, there's a full song, which you can go and watch if you want. However, that's not the issue. The issue isn't, or the drama or whatever, isn't that a VTuber released a song. That's hardly groundbreaking, you know, news. So, the issue is the quote tweets, which I'm scared to click on, actually. Let me just hide them really quickly. The quote tweets are kind of fucked. Basically, it's just a bunch of people like memeing on her, dunking on her, insulting her. You know, if you go to the YouTube video, it's got like more dislikes than likes. So I tweeted about this, and I think, yeah, I'm saying kind of, but you know, people were just super toxic to her. Thankfully, a lot of people in the actual, like, a lot of metal musicians actually are pretty open and like were pretty welcoming of it. But hang on, let me bring up my tweet, because honestly, the best way to summarize my thoughts is with like my own tweets, because I sometimes forget how I felt about something. Yeah, I did see someone bring up, it might have been you on Twitter, bring up the whole, no, it was VTuber theory. So basically what I was going on is that there's a bunch, this False called it like the Calliope Mori effect, where basically a VTuber related sort of piece of content goes beyond the VTuber scene, right? It goes outside the VTuber scene and into like, what was I thinking? Bro, it is like 5 a.m. I'm losing my train of thought. Basically, it goes beyond the VTuber community into like, yeah, like the normie community, or not even normies, like it goes into just like the general mainstream audience, and there's like a decent subsection of people in like just general normie audiences that just fucking hate VTubers. Like, I don't know why. I don't get it. There's like, it's weird to me, but there's a lot of people that just like look at VTubers in general and just like, why would you like that? Fuck you, you're weird. Which is like a strange opinion to have. Not that you don't like VTubers, but that like you're that like it means that much to you. Most people I think just move on with their life, but there are some people out there that like are insistent on telling you how cringe they find it. But anyway, that happens with my shorts sometimes, and I'm not going to try and compare what's happening to Sinder with my shorts, because thankfully don't receive many death threats for my shorts. Most of the time I just get called cringe, which is kind of honestly kind of true. But in my short comment sections, you'll find like every single short, right? There will be at least one or two people in the shorts comment section being like, who asked? Who cares? VTuber news, cringe, you know. And obviously they don't get liked or anything, but like they do appear. There's like a brand of people in the mainstream audience that just fucking detest the concept of VTubers, right? But so I basically said, I kind of summarized this here. I was a bit heated when I made this tweet. I don't know if you can tell. I was a little bit tilted, just a tad, just a touch. I was a touch mad. I was slightly angry. So I'll never understand people's obsession with inserting themselves into a community that doesn't want them shouting their dog shit opinion like anyone fucking asked. If you don't like something, congrats, here's the medal, now go move on with your fucking life. I said this is our first time making music, and I'm willing to bet it's better than anything the shit for brains Neanderthals and the quote retweets could ever make. Don't know why I went that hard at Neanderthals. Neanderthals never did anything to me. They were like a harmless casualty in this whole situation. And then I asked people to go show us some support. So, and then I I got a lot of people in this, and not as many as in like quote retweets and shit. I did get quite a few quote retweets. Where basically I had a lot of people sort of reply being like, you know, the song is just bad. You know, the cover is bad. She's bad. It's a terrible song. You know, and look, there's definitely a place for criticism. Obviously, you don't have to like something everyone does. You don't have to think that everything a person puts out is like a 10 out of 10 banger. There is a place for constructive criticism. That was never my point. I don't care about constructive criticism. If you release a video and like people are criticizing it, I don't think that's necessarily like a, you know, sounding alarms, fucking batting down the hatches. Oh my god, my Oshi got criticized on the internet. But that's not what this was. Like, I tried to sum it up here. It's not even about the quality of song. Just because you have criticism for a piece of work doesn't mean you get a blank check to be a complete prick to the person who made it. Which is kind of my big issue with this whole thing. It isn't that people are critical of it. It's that people are just being mean-spirited is underselling it. People are being cunts about it, you know? They're just being a bunch of pricks unnecessarily. For no fucking reason, right? Like, the issue is that, like, this cover didn't fucking hurt anybody. It's just a cover. It's a fucking song that got put on YouTube that uploaded by a VTuber. It's not hurting anyone. It's her first time making music. She's trying a new thing. It's like, it's not caused any harm. Nobody's like died. Like, so sure, you could criticize it if you want. Although at a certain point when something gets a certain amount of criticism, you're just throwing gasoline on a fire, right? But it's more than that. It's just people being like straight up disrespectful and mean-spirited over something that doesn't warrant it. So I got some quote retweets, obviously. Basically, people being like, I love YouTuber songs, just ass. Just a lot of people being very angry. Some guy started going on about Black History Month, and I was like, excuse me? What was that fucking have to do? Like, I ain't trying to shit on Black History Month, obviously. I don't have an issue with it, but like, bro, what is the relation here? I ain't fucking... What? Some people are just fucking weird, right? They would just insert any fucking narrative into your situation for no goddamn reason. But a lot of people like, she made a bad cover, you know, it's bad, she deserves it, it's bad. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. The Black History Month thing was weird. I read through it because I was like, what is he on? And then he was like, acting like VTubers are a hated minority during Black History Month. And I'm like, homie, I never said that. I didn't even say anything about VTubers. I was just trying to talk about a person I like getting hated on the internet. What? I didn't mention black people at all. What? What are you on? What do you mean? Who are you? Why are you in my quote retweets? Who invited you here? It's like, where? But so I did see a lot of obviously metalheads, like actual artists and whatnot, being critical and bad as real and melodic. Yeah, okay, so yeah, there's definitely criticism to be had at this cover, right? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna sit here. But the thing is, nobody who does something for the first time knocks it out of the park. There's just not a reasonable expectation. You know, your first YouTube video probably fucking sucks. Your first song probably sucks. Your first joke, if you're trying to be a comedian, probably sucks. The first time you do anything ever, it's probably not going to go great. I think for her first time putting herself out there, because, right, can you imagine, right, just in perspective, for like someone with an established audience who didn't get that established audience by singing, it's like way more terrifying. Because if you get your audience by singing, you sort of work your way up slowly, right? Your first song or whatever doesn't get seen by fucking anyone because, well, it's your first song and nobody's paying attention. But if you're an established creator, your first ever experience singing could get seen by hundreds of thousands of people. That's fucking terrifying. So there's definitely criticism. You could definitely say like, oh, you know, this, she could work on this, she could work on that, you know, this could be changed. But it's her first time doing something, and I think she does well for her first time releasing music. She certainly doesn't deserve the sheer amount of shit she got. She does have a good voice for it, right? She just, again, it's like a thing you work on. It's the same with anything. You work on it and you get better, and it's just how, you know, content creation works, is that you need to improve and practice and change over time, right? So I'm not going to go into the quote retweets. It's okay. The thing that actually annoys me maybe the most about the quote retweets, you can already see that there's a lot of quote retweets, and anytime a tweet gets like more quote, like a similar amount of quote retweets as, you know, likes, is generally a bad sign. But the big issue I had with the quote retweets, honestly, was that most people in the quote retweets weren't even like criticizing her like creatively or originally. It was a lot of people copy pasting jokes from like old like TikTok comment sections, shit like, you have hidden talent, keep it hidden, shit like that, right? And it's like, I don't know, I think it just kind of shows like the fundamental problem with Twitter and like people that are terminally online, is that like you couldn't even come up with an original criticism. You couldn't even come up with an original joke to make fun of the person you're trying to make fun of. Like, that's how fucking unoriginal and, you know, shit for brains you are. Someone releases something, it takes a lot of courage, it takes a lot of effort. They go out of their way to try to like put something out on the internet. You know, they didn't have to. There was no, you know, there's no need for them to do it. They did it because they wanted to, because they want to get better at a new hobby. And sure, there's criticism to be had, but there's nothing offensive about it. There's nothing that deserves criticism. And you terminally online, no bitches having motherfucker. You see it, and you're like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy paste the most unoriginal, unfunny joke I can find, and I'm going to quote retweet it, and I'm going to make the whole crowd laugh. And it's like, if you can't even come up with an original joke to criticize someone who made original content, like, what are you even doing with your life, my guy? There's so much other shit you could... It's just... It annoys me, and I think it annoyed me because it's just more of the internet just being unnecessarily just mean and unnecessarily like just dog shit about something. The same thing happened with I don't know if you guys saw this, a bit outside the VTuber scene, but I don't know. I assume you guys know who MatPat is. I assume you're familiar with MatPat. I'd be very surprised if you weren't, right? So MatPat made style theory, right? So he released this new sort of thing of like style theory where he's gonna, I assume, go through fashion advice and whatnot, right? And the quote retweets again. So again, if you go here, the quote retweets are like, it's not quite as bad a ratio because he has a much bigger like just following, but it's just a lot of people dunking on him again for saying, you know, what authority does he have to talk about style? Some of them are like, you know, all right, but most of them are just dunking on him. And then I saw one tweet actually. Let's just see if I can find this. It wasn't a quote retweet. It was actually this it? Sorry, I'm trying to find it. It was just, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. It was like it was a tweet that was, again, it kind of in a similar vein of here was, hang. This one got 11,000 likes. Now, when I first saw this, this actually had more likes than the original tweet. I assume, obviously, because MatPat has a massive following, that eventually they overtook it, right? But so this person said, "I'm sorry, but a straight white guy has no right to make drip theory," and it's like, it's just, I can't even like put into words like the fact that you have a trans flag and a Black Lives Matter in your bio, and you're gonna fucking say someone who's straight and white can't do something. Like, you've gone full circle, my guy. Or my girl. Or my non-binary fuckface. Whatever your name is. I don't really care. You're a moron. Like, how do you petition that hard for, like, equality and, like, equal rights that you go all the way back around to being a racist piece of shit? It's like, I don't know. Just, like, again, I'm a bit flustered, I know, but like, it's a similar thing to the Sinder thing where like, it's just someone making, you know, it's someone making a channel that they think will be fun, to talk about things that they think will be fun, to, you know, tell people about things that they think are fun. It's an entirely fun, like, it's a hobby, it's a fun-based thing. I don't get people on Twitter and just in general's obsession with like, is it bait? I did think it might be bait. Part of me was like, is this a bait account? I can't quite tell. I can't quite tell. It's hard to tell bait from real life sometimes. Like, but the point is, it doesn't really matter if it's bait. I think the initial tweet might be bait. I think the account might be bait. However, the number of likes kind of just shows that, like, you know, even if the original tweet is bait, the fact that this many people like it is kind of shows that there's a general consensus with this opinion, right? Even if the original tweet was meant to be like a rage bait joke, the amount of people agreeing with it is kind of scary. But it's just, it came to mind because it's a similar vibe of like someone just wanting to do something for fun as like a hobby, not hurting anyone, not really offending anyone, not doing anything like, you know, not doing anything grossly offensive or anything. There's just someone making a YouTube channel that they think will be fun, and the internet's like, no, how dare you? You can't. Fuck you. It's like, bro, It's like a similar thing to the Sinder situation. It's just someone having fun posting content they think will be nice. You can criticize it if you want, but you don't need to be a dick about it. I don't know. The internet annoys me sometimes. Twitter annoys me a lot of the time. It's just, fuck. You don't realize how dumb the average person is on Twitter until you interact with them on Twitter, and then you're like, dang. Because I got so many people on my fucking... Again, one of the issues with, honestly, every single issue that we have in the VTuber scene almost boils down to just people misrepresenting it. It happened with this. It happened with the fucking Silver Veil Hogwarts shit, right? It happened with the Q false situation, right? Where people, I think it's technically called straw manning or a straw man in arguing, where you construct this sort of fake argument that someone's saying, and then you sort of argue against that, and then when you beat that fake argument, you turn around and be like, hey, look, I'm obviously right. I dismantled this argument, and like you're just there like that wasn't my argument in the first place. I never said that. The fuck is wrong with you? So, you know, with the Q thing, people were like, oh, so you think it's, you know, you think it's okay to clickbait and do what he did? And it's like, homie, is that what I said? No, I just said I don't like a big corporation using the copyright system to silence a channel in one, you know, swoop. You know, same with this Hogwarts Legacy thing. It's like, oh, do you think you think that trans rights aren't important? You think that we should just all ignore transgender people? And it's like, homie, I never said that. I just said I don't think someone should get harassed and get death threats for playing a fucking video game. And then you, with this shit, you talk about like, hey, you know, it's kind of dog shit that people are harassing, insulting, doxing, just generally being a cunt to someone who, at the end of the day, just uploaded a song to the internet. And people in the replies are like, oh, so you don't think VTubers should be criticized of anything? You think they're above everyone, and that, you know... I got some replies there as well. It's like, fucking, like, per number when people have their own opinion, don't like a song. It's like, you fucking moron. That's not what I said. That's entirely not the fucking argument, you dumb motherfucker. Some people really just don't have any goddamn reading comprehension. Like... That's not the problem here. The problem isn't the quality of the song. It's not the criticizing of the song. It's just people taking criticism and using it to be a complete fucking cunt to someone. It's like, bro, just it frustrates me so much because you can't even argue with them because they just like twist your words into a different argument and then try and argue that, and like you have to spend half your time trying to like reel them back and be like, bro, I didn't even say half the shit you're saying I said. And it's like, God, someone did actually, there was a there was a reply to a reply here that actually I enjoyed very much. Where is it? Shit like this as well. Just, ugh, I fucking hate Twitter, man. It was this one. So if you don't like VTubers, you're a loser. And then, so that wasn't the big thing, but I did like this image someone posted. I have saved this for future use because it's honestly kind of appropriate. Twitter, the only place where well-articulated sentences still get misinterpreted. You can say, I like pancakes, and someone will say, so you hate waffles. No, bitch, that's a whole new sentence. What the fuck is you talking about? Just, God. And they got in arguments in the comment section because fucking who knows what not. Whatever. Trout, thank you for the super chat. I'm sure it'll pop up at some time. YouTube's being weird today. Mate, chill out. Twitter's not worth it. I mean, okay. Oh, there it is. It's actually on time.
Mate, chill out. Twitter is not worth it.
It's like, I feel like people say that a lot. People are like, oh, you shouldn't care about Twitter. You shouldn't care. But like, I think it's important to realize that, like, if you put a video out, you know, you try your best, you make a piece of content and you put it out into the world and you get this much hate and this much shit thrown at you, like, dismissing it as like, oh, that's just Twitter again. Like, yeah, sure, Twitter isn't worth it. Twitter's a toxic pile of shit. Who gives a fuck, right? But there is like a real, you know, I guess, mental health hit when, like, I can't imagine posting something and getting this much hate for it. That'd fuck me up. Like, I'm generally pretty resilient against dumbasses on the internet, but, like, getting this much hatred, I'd probably get a bit fucked up. I'd probably just disappear, honestly. I just wouldn't post for, like, a week. I'd go, like, I don't know, play some Rocket League. Sometimes you also twist arguments, do I? Do you have an example of that? I'd love to hear it. I try not to. I try to address arguments as honestly as I can. I might, maybe if I've not got the full story or something, but I don't deliberately twist arguments. If you have an example, I'd be open to talking about it. But I don't think I misrepresent people's arguments honestly. Or at least not as a habit. I'd quit. Yeah, just fucking leave the internet. It's just Twitter. I don't know. Something about Twitter just appeals to, like... I don't know if it's just because there's a lot of outreach on it so you can reach more people or what, but... What's there to do about how people act on Twitter? They've been acting since the website existing, nothing's changed, putting energy into this stuff is a waste of time. I think it's important, even if you can't make any... when you're addressing the design issue, your answer was it doesn't invalidate victims. What do you mean? My answer to what? I said you shouldn't invalidate victims by making fun of sexual assault victims. I think that, if I remember correctly, it's a while back. I don't think I ever misrepresented an argument. But I think it's important from a moral standpoint. Like, even if, like, yeah, you're right. It's a drop in the bucket, right? I'm never, like, this stream is never going to have a profound fucking impact on the Twitter space. I'm never going to... Just look at the fucking sheer reach of this goddamn post. No creator really... Like, there were some creators, I think I saw, like, Jonathan Young actually tweeted about it, which, if you don't know Jonathan Young is fucking amazing. He does some really, really good music. You've probably heard of him, I imagine. He tweeted out about it, I'm pretty sure. This one. The original tweet offered there got deleted because, of course, they did. Where he basically said, you know, don't fucking use my work to gatekeep other people's entry into the metal space. So, you know, there was like a good output. I think Little V, I think it was, also responded. So there was like generally metal, like, is metal fans, I think, like metal, the people that actually make metal music tend to be pretty accepting of like new people coming in and like trying shit. And honestly, a lot of metalheads are really positive people, but goddamn, there are some that just, it's the same as like the rap community. There's like a subsection of the fans that just make metal and rap their entire personality, and they thrive off of like acting like liking metal or rap is cooler or more, you know, valid than liking like hip hop or pop or whatever. And so they spend their entire lives like gatekeeping shit and not letting people into the community for not, you know, not being their version of metal. Every community does have it, but I do find that certain communities have it more. Rap and metal especially have a little bit of a tendency to gatekeep, just because I think a lot of people make it like their whole personality, which is that's where you get a lot of gatekeeping, is when a certain hobby or certain thing becomes like a person's entire thing. Like, oh, I'm a metalhead, you know, their entire room is metal posters, they only wear metal shit, all they talk about is metal, that shit. When it's like their entire personality, they're a lot more likely to not want people in their thing, because it is, to them, it's their thing, like they own it, it's theirs. So it's why there's a whole thing, you know, where people would like identify as gamers, which don't do, that's cringe. Don't ever call yourself a gamer, like what the fuck. But there was a thing where like people were like, oh, you're not a real gamer, because there were people out there that like their entire fucking personality was it was a thing back in the day. Not so much anymore, because the term gamer is fucking cringe now, thankfully.
I have created over 1,000 plays.
No, I mean you as a bystander getting angry at quote retweets and replies. Know which fights you should take. You just ruin your mental at that point.
Thank you for the super chat, crap. I mean, I get what you're saying. There's definitely something to be said for like doing Twitter in small doses and not over you know, not overindulging in your anger at social media, because ultimately it's just a bunch of morons on the internet. But I don't know. I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with being angry. You know, I know it has a very negative stimulus. What I was looking for a different word there. I can't remember what it was. But there's sort of a thing on the internet where people are like, oh man, you're so mad. Oh, cope Seath mode. Getting angry at someone getting a shit ton of hate on the internet isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like, if you see someone getting, you know, just shit on, getting harassed, you should get angry. There's nothing wrong with that. And yeah, at a certain point you have to pull back and, like, you know, address your mental and not overindulge. But at the same time, you know, Sinder for a while there, you know, she couldn't pull back. She couldn't, like, she's a content creator on the internet. Everywhere she went on her YouTube comments, her friends' comments, right? That was another thing. Her fans and the other people who worked with her on the song, they were getting harassed. They were getting, like, death threats and shit. Like, yes, at a certain point as a bystander, you have to pull back and not engage for your own mental. But you also have to respect that, like, the people that are suffering from this, like the victims, they can't necessarily just pull back and ignore it. So, I don't know. There's definitely a balance to be struck. You're definitely right, though, in that over-engaging and getting angry at quote retweets and shouting and yelling and ranting about it for hours and hours on end is probably not good. At a certain point, you do have to draw a line underneath it and be like, okay, you know, people fucking suck. Nothing you can do about it, move on. And that is ultimately, I did say that in my original tweet, that's why I worded it the way I did. It is important to remember that, like, this isn't indicative of the community as a whole. Stigma might be that, I think, is a good word. It's easy to feel bad when your job isn't to interact with the community, but when it's so much harder to avoid. That's true.
I have created over 1,000 plays.
Dude, first time catching a stream.
Vela? Thanks
Cheers
for the super chat.
Cool shorts. I look forward to them each week. Keep it up.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Also, yeah, realist. Think welcome in. That's a good point as well. Like, it is like my I guess it's not really my job, but my hobby or my side hustle, whatever you want to fucking call it, is making news shorts, which means I need to keep up with the news every week, which means I need to keep up with this shit. So pulling back isn't necessarily possible, and I can't just not get angry when I see a content creator I like getting harassed on the internet. Like, you know, it'd be nice to obviously just be able to flick a switch and be like, yes, I'm completely impartial, but I'm not. Like, it's fine to get angry at people getting harassed. It's not a bad thing, as long as you manage it, obviously. But anyway, whatever. I think we covered it. I also horny tweeted a lot, which, yeah, valid. People shitting on baby. Yeah, baby metal. Baby metal got a lot of shit as well because it wasn't quote unquote real metal. It was fucking metalheads. I think in general are pretty, like, wholesome people, but you do get the small group of just fucking assholes who gatekeep like a bitch for no goddamn reason. But yeah, I think that's it. I wanted to, I don't know, talk about it, rant about it a little bit, because it did annoy me. It's one thing if someone's getting shit for, like, a genuinely harmful thing that they did, but when someone's only crime is fucking uploading a video of them singing a song and people use that as, like, a blank check to just say a bunch of wild shit about them, it annoys me. So yeah, we can move on to the last thing, which is EIEN's debuts. We can actually finish on a good note. Isn't that fun? I should probably timestamp this as well, just because it's in the thumbnail. There might be some people that just want to jump to that, so if you don't know, which I assume you do, but if you don't, EIEN debuted the other day, and I'm very sad because my fucking RAM exploded on the day, like literally as they were debuting, and I didn't get to catch them because I was busy trying to figure out why the fuck my PC was broken. Because if you saw my Twitch stream, during my Twitch stream, like, it went to just like half an hour before their debut, and then my RAM broke and my PC shut down, and I got a blue By the way, if you're in that Twitch stream, I got a blue screen of death like 10 seconds after stream ended, so that's fun. I'll see you later, Red Ghost. Yeah, now I have 4 more people. Some have to accommodate into my schedule to watch. I'm happy that. Well, actually, I don't know. Hang on, let me just check something really quick. Let me just check. I can. I'm happy. I now have 4 people I can raid, so that I have to spend less time fucking looking for someone at the end of my streams. We can finally raid into a new group of people. It's amazing. Can you link them in chat? I could. Honestly, the easier way is probably if I just link the I'll link the tweet about their debuts, and then you can go to each of their Twitters and find them as you wish. I did find more. I know, it's great. So they debuted, and they're great, and they're all very uniquely funny. So Riifu, you might have seen Riifu in chat. Riifu's actually showed up in chat before she debuted. Riifu is also Scottish, which, you know, my niche is being conquered. I'm losing my uniqueness. She has a stronger accent than I do as well, which is, you know, soon I'll be the fucking American, not sounding like Scottish anymore. Although, as I watched her debut, because I went back and watched the VOD, once I got my PC fixed, I found myself like reverting back to like my old accent the more I watched it. Like, it was kind of like when I speak to my parents, because if you don't know, if you have an accent, you probably know, but when you speak to people that also have your accent, like when you speak to your parents, when you speak to your family members or other people like with your accent, it becomes stronger, right? Like you kind of revert back to your Neanderthal like Scottish days. And so as I watched, I was like, wait, I could feel it wasn't even because I wasn't speaking, it was in my inner monologue. I started going back to like how I used to speak, where like instead of saying like wouldn't or shouldn't or couldn't, which is how I speak now. But if you've ever been to Scotland or spoke to a Scottish person, normally what we say is we replace NT with nae, N-A-E. So like instead of saying wouldn't or couldn't or shouldn't, I'd say like wouldn't or couldn't or shouldn't or didn't or haven't, right? And you know, instead of saying no, you say can. A lot of Scottish is actually just replacing words with like different words. But as I watched, I started thinking like that before. Like I started thinking like how I used to think with those like slang words in there. And I was like, ah, fuck. I better get that fixed before I go live tomorrow, or nobody's going to understand a fucking word I say. You want that version of it? I mean, I could speak like I used to when I was like proper Scottish. I could turn the accent up a little bit, but it's a bit weird now, because when I turn up the accent, it's like part of it's right, but then it feels like a wee bit unnatural, right? Because I've no spoke like this for a solid, God, it'd be fucking 10 year at this point. I've no really spoken a Scottish, like a proper Scottish accent, because I've been an Aussie for all that time. So it's kind of strange. It kind of feels like you don't hear a difference. I can't do it anymore. I used to be able to do like a proper strong Scottish accent where I'd speak like William fucking Wallace. And I'd sound like I'm about to kick your fucking teeth in. But now I can't really do it anymore because I've like it's just locked off in my brain. I've kind of, you know, I've lost my roots. It's unfortunate. But you listen to like Riifu. Riifu's like got a really like strong Scottish accent, like a proper one, which is weird because I think she's in Australia as well. So I don't know how she avoided losing it. It's kind of bullshit. She's doing her 2.0 debut right now, which if we finish in time, we will raid into her. But if we go back to here.
Project, and I am truly at your beckoning.
So
why, yes.
Riifu has a way stronger Scottish accent than I do,
You may
unfortunately.
have to say for that, I do hail from the land of Scots. It's true. Okay.
Disgusting. But who would like a Scottish VTuber, honestly? God, it's so cringe. I hate the Scottish people. I think there's like 3 or 4 other Scottish VTubers I think that I've seen. Most of them are pretty small though. Her design is very cool. All the EIEN designs are fucking cool. That's one thing, like, generally you know like a debute's gonna go like well when like you watch their debuts and they have like custom like overlays and like just, you know, people do like Killia as well. I notice a lot of people simping for Killia. We've kind of, again, in my short I talk about this, but I can see the dynamic already. I didn't expect Kiki to be the fucking little gremlin child, although I should have, because she has pink hair and we've established that the pink hair is the color of gremlins. Yeah, EIEN is cool. You should check out EIEN. So Kiki, also her name is Kiki, like 2 keys, like key, and then Lockhart. Have you seen her outfit? Yeah, I know, I saw it, right? I know, I'm aware. But like, I don't know, bro. There was a part of me that was like, oh, she's a little baby. She's gonna be the cute one. And then, you know, I saw her tweets about sniffing feet, and then I was like, nope. Yeah, the Ben 10 shorts.
Well, you know what? I'm just gonna describe it verbally, simply because I can't show it on stream. So I have tassels at...
When I said I expected, I didn't mean I expected mid-debut. I mean I expected when I saw the initial like designs and shit. And then...
the end of my frills, I have sleeves, puffy sleeves. I have a padlock on my palm first, but unfortunately I have to keep it covered.
Is this her way to get around demonetization? Probably, although... All the models are fucking cool. What's my favorite alien? Oh, that's a good question. Favorite Ben 10 alien? I mean, Accelerate was always cool back in the day. I just spelling it XLR8 is peak fucking like early 2000s. Ghost Freak was always cool as well. Alien X was just a bit too weird and overpowered. Like he could just do anything. Ghost Freak was kind of cool. Humongosaur was great as well, just because of the fucking name. You're gonna call your alien Humongosaur? God, I loved Ben 10 growing up. I left, came back with food, and I see this. What am I doing? We're looking at a gremlin child. Spider Monkey was cool as well.
You have the same one.
There was a Ben 10 game for the Wii. Favorite of the goofy wacky aliens? There was a Ben 10 game for the Wii that I can't remember. It was like an Alien Force game. And it was like co-op and you could play with your friend. And I remember playing it. It's like a fever dream of mine. But my favorite, I liked Echo was cool as well. Who's my Jet Ray was cool. The farther down the list we go, the less I fucking recognize any of these people. I think I stopped watching around like Omniverse, so I don't really know any of the Omniverse aliens, I'm gonna be honest with you. Honestly, most attractive VTuber, 10 out of 10. I didn't know what I was looking for in an Oshi until this point, but the Ben 10 boxers, they really do sell it for me. Yeah, Ben 10's old. Ben 10's like a classic cartoon at this point. And then Sky. So Sky was kind of tired, which again, just like me, for real. The vibe I got from Sky, other than the pawn, which obviously she is, as per usual, is that, you need one member that's pawn, right? It's part of... I thought it was going to be Kiki. I thought Kiki was going to be like the little like pawn gremlin child, but nope, it's Sky. It's kind of interesting that like the Scottish VTuber's name is Riifu, but the non-Scottish one's name is Sky, because there's the Isle of Skye in Scotland. I do like the Scottish one. I just talked about the Scottish one. We've spoke to her in chat before. What the fuck are you on about? I like all of them. They're all great. But the vibe I got was she's like maybe the most sane of all of the members that I've seen. All the other members are like, there was a Twitter moment. Like all the other members are in some way or another batshit insane. Either they're, you know, little gremlin children, or they're Scottish, or they're, you know, fervently denying being an orca despite being an orca, obviously, to anyone with eyes. Sky's...
Orcs are great. Strong.
I feel like Sky's
during
maybe
my time here on
the
Earth.
only one that's remotely sane. But I do say remotely because, as we all know, VTubers can never be sane. If you're a VTuber, you're by definition slightly mental, slightly wrong in the head. If you make the decision to become an anime person on the internet, you probably should seek help. But yeah,
Emotion seeker.
yeah, she's into a lot of stuff. Like, bro, cool weather, sweets, experiencing media, gentle sensory stimuli. Like, I'm always shocked when like VTubers do these debuts and they talk about like, these are my hobbies, these are my likes, these are what I want to get into, and I'm like, bro, I have like 2, maybe 3 interests total all time. I like games, I like anime, I like VTubers. That's about it, my guy. It's like, you know, an orc fetish. Let's go. I just, like, how do you have that many hobbies? Gaming, I get. Reading. That's about it. Those 2. Those are my hobbies. There we go. Watching streams. So, it's like when people ask you like to describe yourself in like a sentence when you do like an icebreaker at like university or something, and you're like, I don't know how to describe myself. Who am I? Why am I the way that I am? I've wanted to get into like D&D and like tabletop RPGs for ages because they do seem like up my alley. But if you've ever tried getting a group of real people together to do anything ever, you'll know that it's basically impossible. VTubers in general just are way too talented. Like, bruh, you leave some like room for the rest of us. I ain't got no skills, and being in the VTuber community highlights that like a lot. If you've ever like, bro, being in the VTuber community, you're just constantly bombarded with other people being way better at everything than you are, and you just have to be like, well, fun. Because like, goddamn. Yeah, like, can I like, where did my skill points go into? What the fuck have I done with my life? Like, where did they go? Can I reclass? My big fear is that all my skill points went into one, like, really niche, weird, obscure talent that I'm just never gonna find. Like, what if I'm, like, really good at, like, playing the violin while skateboarding? And that's it. That's where all my skill points went, and that's why I'm terrible at everything else. Oh, my points went into Scottish. I'm not even the most Scottish though. I have a very weak Scottish accent. It's like, what? The only thing I was good at was like academics, and that's not really helpful in the VTuber scene. Being good at like maths and passing a test isn't going to really get you an audience, I don't think, unfortunately. Do a physics stream one day, or I just sit you down and teach you guys physics. I have debated doing like a homework stream before, where like you guys just send in your homework and I help you do it, because I know when I was in uni or like high school, there were times where I'd get like homework and I needed someone to like answer my fucking question like that night, because I just I needed it. It was due tomorrow and I hadn't done it. So I've debated doing stuff like that, or maybe making it like an open, like, you know, like how, you know how like there's marshmallows and shit where like VTubers get questions submitted anonymously. I have debated doing that, but for like homework, you know. Suck at physics. Well, physics is my specialty. Physics and biochemistry and molecular biology. Those are my 2 areas of expertise. My actual specialty is in like radiation physics and like radiotherapy and like medical physics, but I'm good at most sciences. I'm pretty well educated in most sciences, so I could do that. Don't fucking ask me about English. Don't. Just don't. Or like history or geography or like economics or any of that shit. Anything that isn't a science, I do not care. I don't give a fuck. It's boring. Leave me alone. God, I hated the subjects in school. I just couldn't get into them. Fucking, like, physics and, like, shit was so cool. Like, you know, you talk about, like, the fundamental forces of nature and you get into it and you're answering questions, and then you'd have to go to, like, a fucking history class, and it's like, remember that 1945 is when the Second World War ended, and it's like, bro, I don't care. Leave me alone. It's fucking... I do chemistry. I did do chemistry in uni. I did biochemistry, which is a lot of crossover. Math. Yeah, I did math as well. To get a physics degree, you need to do basically a second degree in maths anyway. I did pharmacology units as well when I was doing biochem, because I was debating between going into biochemistry or pharmacology. One of my friends is doing his PhD in pharmacology. He went on to do a PhD, I went on to do a master's. So. Anyway, I think we're done for the day. Did I miss anything? I know that Lily Sin graduated, but we talked about that when she announced it. She had her graduation stream though, so she kind of finalized it. And then there was something about the idol donation abuse. I did see in their, like, someone tweeted about their Discord, where people were apparently abusing the donation system to tweet like weird messages and whatnot. But again, it was a pretty open and shut thing. It was basically them just saying that don't, you know, fucking don't, especially with their new member. But yeah, their CEO commented on it. But it wasn't like a huge drama. They kind of jumped on it. Yeah, they jumped on it and kind of shut it down very quickly. So it didn't evolve into like a massive, massive deal. It was just like a very quick message in the Discord of like, hey, don't do that. Hey Drino, how you going? Okay, so can we raid someone? But yeah, we kind of, oh, I didn't show Killia. What's wrong with me?
Let's get on.
Killia, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. It was a mistake.
I love Minnie.
Apparently she's older than my mom. I feel like I was going to say mommy, but she's not really a mommy, is she? Disappointing. She's definitely more in the gremlin category. They're all really short. They're like 5. The only one who's like reasonably tall is Riifu, and even Riifu is like 5'4". Like Killia's 5 feet. Oh no, wait, wasn't Sky tall? Sky was like 169, wasn't she? Hang on. If I remember correctly. I remember because it was a funny number. With heels. Okay, that's a cop out. What's 169 centimeters? That's 5'6.5". But that's with heels, so she's probably the same height as Riifu without heels. She's just capping. She's cheating. This heels, like, yeah, actually, can we see like, hang on. Let's see if we can see her like full. How tall are the heels? Excuse me? I didn't look at the feet before, which might come as a surprise to you guys, I know, but like, bro, those aren't heels, those are fucking stilts. You're on a pair of stilts, my guy. Those, you can't call those heels. Reminds me of fucking Melt from FGO. Do you guys know Fate Grand Order? Like, there's a character in FGO whose canonical height is like... So her height is like 190 centimeters, right? And you think you're like, oh god, a tall girl. Oh my god, she's tall. But then you look at her, and like, in actuality, the reason why her height is 190 centimeters is because she's like standing on actual fucking stilts and her legs are gone. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't keep up with like FGO lore that much, so I don't know why her legs are gone, but like, she stood on like these fucking things. Similar vibe, actually, now that I look at it, like similar. So yeah, I don't know. She's lying. Without can we do like a game theory calculation? Like how tall are those? You could probably do a pixel analysis, couldn't you? Where you like look at it and you're like, okay, so she is 169 centimeters with the heels. So from here to here is 169. What proportion is that, do you think? Like what proportion is this? It's like, I want to say like a 10th. Like how this distance from here to here is like a 10th of the whole model, maybe. Someone submit this to style theory. I need like a ruler. Do I have one? Hang on. Do I want to do some? Hang on. I have a ruler somewhere. I found it. Okay. We're doing some quick calculations here, chat. Alright, so, and I'm gonna have to use my monitor. We could do it in Photoshop, but this is funner. So, the heels on my monitor are like 15 millimeters, right? From like the toe. Yeah, and then so from the heels to the head is like 240 millimeters. So we do 15 divided by 240, which I can't be bothered doing in my head right now. So we're just going to bring up a calculator. 15 divided by 240 is 6.25%. So times that by 169. And we get 10, she's wearing 10 centimeter heels. She's wearing 10 centimeter heels, which means she's actually 159 centimeters. Which is 5'2.5". And that's from the heel to the toe. That's not even considering the fact that she's on her tiptoes. Like, if you look at like the way her feet are, like, her feet are fucking pointed, right? So like if you were to like, in reality what you should probably do is like measure to like here, in which case she's probably wearing like 15 centimeter heels. It kind of looks like the heels are on her toe. I'm not sure if that's just a perspective thing or what. They're more stilts than anything. But regardless, she's actually not taller than Riifu. She's just cheating. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Come back next week where we expose more lies that VTubers tell you about their height, starting with Lopi and how she's actually very, very small. Yeah, I'm glad we could end on such a positive note. Let's raid someone. Let's see if is Riifu still alive? How's she gone? Is she live? Did she end? Is she here? I think she's still gone. Yeah, she is. Alright, cool. Yeah, no, Riifu's live. She's been live for like an hour, so we'll raid her. Assuming she's not ending, which has happened before, where I raid someone and they immediately raid someone else. It's kind of fun in and of itself. Okay.
So we've got a bit of bits of what have we got a bit of?
Alright, let's go watch her. I don't know, I was kind of just what I forgot it. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. I forgot I was streaming for a second there and I just started watching the stream and then I was like, wait, I still haven't actually rated her. I'll get you guys later. Probably Tuesday. We're gonna be doing a 50k celebration on Tuesday where we'll be rating all my old tier lists in a tier list. We'll be doing a tier list of tier lists on Tuesday, so that'll be fun. Enjoy Riifu, be nice, all that shit. Bye.